extremely excited about the opportunity to play indoor soccer.
One-touch shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo! Goal!
Yes.
As good a goal as you can see.
Welcome everybody, you're watching Mississauga MetroStars soccer on MASL TV. I'm Alex Bastiavansky, to be joined shortly by my analyst Stephen Caldwell tonight. Great game. The Utica City FC visiting the MetroStars. Utica first place in the East Division, and the MetroStars are coming off what they hope to be a franchise-defining win on Sunday against the Harrisburg Heat, in which they had a momentous comeback. Here's a look back at what happened on Sunday for the third win in MetroStars team history. The Mississauga MetroStars host the Harrisburg Heat today, and the Stars need a win in the absolute worst way. Matt Rios to take the free kick, and Rios whips it past Carvalho. 1-0 MetroStars. Harrisburg quickly takes the kick, and nobody picks up Dominic Francis. All tied up 1-1. Right foot part of me just couldn't make it happen. Here's a good chance. Francis! Betchit stops it, but then it continues on to Carvalho, who heads it into the nets.
Yeah, it was a matter of time, wasn't it? They've been dominating possession, asking some questions.
Betchit makes the save. Nobody clears out Julian Escobar, and the dying seconds of the second quarter continue to haunt the Stars, and it's going to be a 3-1 game at the end of the opening half.
Plenty of time left in this game. Goals come thick and fast, like you've said, Alex, and so they're right back. They can get right back in it very, very quickly, but they're going to have to change a bit of the game here and try and get a touch more forward.
Shot to Voy Morgan. Oh baby, left-footed perfection. Top corner past Betchit's, the super rookie.
Once he gets it, he drives forward onto that weaker left foot of his and blasts an unstoppable shot into the goal.
Trying to find some answers right now, the MetroStars down 3 goals.
And somebody needs to step up and put this team on their back, to be honest.
Agard lays it back for Mo Babuli. See if he gives it a try. A shot on goal. Nice stop. Rebound.
There we go.
Shot in. And it's a Shack attack. Shack Agard.
That is a terrific finish. Not an easy one. Bouncing, bobbling towards him. Nothing good has been happening for Mississauga in the second half. And Agard just brings them right back into this game, hopefully bringing some belief with it. And it sets up a tantalising fourth quarter here, I think. The most important fourth quarter in Mississauga MetroStars franchise history. The ball at his feet, played simple passes. What a goal!
No! Babuli! There's the Mo magic that you were asking for, Stephen. He comes through.
What a strike from Mo Babuli. Magnificent. Really has been sensational in this fourth quarter. As for somebody in orange to just take this team on their shoulders and carry them fourth quarter, and Mo Babuli's done that.
Babuli strips the ball on the charge. 4 Harrisburg players on him, though. He's got no help. He makes something out of nothing. Boy, oh boy, and it is the money man, Damian Graham.
Tremendous stuff. What a performance from Babuli and the Mississauga MetroStars.
Here's Mo Babuli again on the attack. He's got Rios to his right if he can find him. Not Rios, and it goes. Can you believe it? What a comeback by the Stars. Back to Rodriguez. Here's Marco. Marco, goal! Marco Rodriguez, and he popped his shoulder out, scoring the goal.
But this is the moment that matters. You see him right away, he knows.
Here we go. Harrisburg free kick, and it's in. They got to hold the fort now. 1 goal difference. The fans getting behind the Stars as they try to hold the fort here against this Harrisburg squad. Here they come. Wide of the goal. That should do it. Mississauga holds on. What a win.
To say that at the start of this 4th quarter, this guy here wearing that captain's armband, Mo Babuli, was absolutely exceptional. The most defining moment in franchise history so far for the Mississauga MetroStars.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Soccer on MASL TV. We'll be back in just a moment after the playing of the national anthems. Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bastiavansky alongside TSN Soccer analyst Stephen Caldwell for what should be a fantastic game today. The MetroStars, Stephen, fresh off their 3rd win in franchise history, and it was one heck of a game against Harrisburg on Sunday, wasn't it?
Well, it was one heck of a 4th quarter, wasn't it, Alex?
Yeah.
Just a brilliant comeback from Mississauga MetroStars, just set up at the end of the 3rd with an important goal as they found themselves 4-1 down, and getting that 4-2 goal gave them some belief, and then a performance that was exceptional from Mo Babuli. Scored a raking right foot drive and set up another couple. And Mississauga, after conceding a 5th, just held on in the end, but brilliant performance. And can they build on that tonight against one of the best sides in the division and in the league in general, in Utica? They come in here with a fantastic record, but a chance for Mississauga to just build on the momentum of what was a very special night at the Paramount Fine Food Centre.
Well, that will be the question, because Utica is basically an entire different league right now than Harrisburg. Harrisburg has 3 wins on the season, as did Mississauga. Utica leading the East Division, 11-4 on the season so far, unquestionably one of the top teams in the Major Arena Soccer League. Last time they faced Mississauga just a couple of weeks ago, spanked him pretty good by a 13-5 count. Of course, a month ago, Mississauga nearly took down Utica and unfortunately lost in heartbreaking fashion, so they will have revenge on their mind today, Steve, and that was quite the game, leading with 48 seconds left, and, well, we know the rest after that, don't we?
Yeah, they quite simply should have won that game, shouldn't they, Alex? They were the better team, and they had that win in their grasp, and giving away the 2 late goals was just heartbreaking stuff. There's no doubt about it. Tavernese getting the winner. He's going to be out here again tonight. He's one to watch for Utica. He's a very, very good player, plays for the US national team as well. But it's all about Mississauga. It's about the energy that they have to bring here tonight. A cautious start, I expect, again, but then at some point, ramp that up and get this home side behind them.
Well, players to watch, there are quite a few on Utica. A lot of firepower on this squad, as mentioned in the last game against Mississauga that they played back on February 10th. 13 goals Utica put up. They have some of the leading scorers in the league. Slavica Parisovic, who we are going to, from this point on, Stephen, refer to as Slava, of course.
We did that last time as well, didn't we?
Ubi Parisovic, Graham with a shot and close off the boards, but Ubi Parisovic does not exactly roll off the tongue. And as someone with the last name of Bashchevansky, I can certainly sympathize with him on that one. He is 16 goals, 19 assists, 35 points on the season, 4th in the MASL scoring race. Joey Tavernese, who you mentioned, 16 goals, 11 assists, 27 points, 9th in MASL scoring. Many, many weapons on this Utica squad. Mississauga looking to build on that tremendous performance against the Harrisburg Heat. And back on the floor, number 14, Di Rosario, the Canadian soccer legend, Stephen, back in the lineup after an absence with an injury.
Yeah, great to have his leadership back, ability to hold the ball up and obviously be at the right place at the right time. Spoke to him a little bit being away. He was desperate to get back into action. He was a little bit banged up before he went away, Alex, so hopefully he's had some time to allow his ageing body. He won't like me for saying that, but allow it to recuperate a little bit and get back to a form that we know he's capable of. He's crucial in a leadership sense for this team.
Well, he's been an ageless wonder out there for the MetroStars so far this year. 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points in just 8 games played as well. But yeah, I had a quick chat with him before the game. Just said, how you feeling? Better? He said, not bad, getting there soon enough. So, but yeah, great to see Dwayne back on the floor. A couple new additions to the Mississauga lineup for this game. Number 7, Sina Kandon, and I believe that may be the first time I've seen him in the lineup this year, at least for a home game, Stephen. Yeah. And number 21, Jesse Assing. So some fresh blood out here for the MetroStars as we see Graham get it back to the man who was unquestionably the man of the match, Mo Babuli, Stephen, against Harrisburg. Graham and close off the keeper, but what a game Mo Babuli had. Basically just put the team on his shoulders, didn't he?
Yeah, he certainly did. He was terrific, Alex. Everything about his game. He was a bit of a breakaway specialist as well. I thought just, again, to kind of drive his side forward. He scored the goal, he set up a chance, but it was more than that. It was just that grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck and saying, I'm going to be the man out here and you know, drag my side to their 3rd victory in franchise history. And when it looked so forlorn and so negative at a time when they were 4-1 down, just no real energy, he was the man that provided that spark, and in the end he deserved the plaudits of the man of the match award.
Absolutely, and Babuli has now taken over the MetroStars scoring lead with that tremendous 4-point performance that he had against Harrisburg. He's got 13 goals, 9 assists, 22 points on the campaign. Damian Graham was leading the way. He's 2 points behind now with 20 in the corner. Out front it goes. Great defensive play by Babuli. Just used the back heel to get it out of danger's way as Utica has it at midfield. We've played just about 3 minutes now of the opening quarter. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Soccer on MASL TV. Utica City FC visiting Mississauga. Shot. Deflects back. It's chested back. Alberto Harris trying to get up here. That's Shaq Agard along the board. Shaq, who had a fantastic game. Trying to see his speed there, but Shaq is denied as it's played off. But Shaq has really added a shot of adrenaline to this lineup, hasn't he, Stephen?
Yeah, he has. He's brought some energy and some pace, and I'm really excited to see him in tandem with De Rosario tonight, Alex. I think that could be really exciting and interesting partnership. The youth and pace of Agard, and obviously the knowledge and quality of De Rosario. I want to see, you know, a number of shifts when they might be able to play with each other in this lineup.
Darren Chambers as well, number 32, just to the left of your screen there. Chambers is a reasonably new addition, but he's played about 6 games now from looking at my stats here. 6 games now with the MetroStars, acquitted himself very well, 4 points on the campaign. And as we've seen quite a few times, Stephen, once he gets into the open, if he's got a step, he will burn you. Utica City will have to watch him very, very closely.
Yeah, blistering pace he has. He's just got that ability to take it from defence to attack really quickly. We saw a great counter-attack goal that he set up for Phillips a few weeks ago, a couple of games ago, and it was just amazing to watch the way he burst forward. His touch was brilliant as well, and he's slowly but surely getting a little bit better every week.
Well, we can say that about a few of the MetroStars, but we've seen them before have a good game, and then the next game not be able to continue that momentum. So we'll see if that's the case again today, or if they can really build off that win against Harrisburg. And of course, if you missed Sunday's game, Mississauga was down 4-1 and really did not look like they were not in that game. They were being outplayed. They were being outshot, I think, almost by a 2-1 margin at one point by Harrisburg. They did not look interested. They couldn't get anything going. And then Mobabuli, as we've mentioned, put them on their shoulders, basically carried them to victory, but something just clicked and they started to get things going. As we see a player dropped, it'll be a free kick for Utica, but they started to click, and then it was, from that point, it was just game on, and they reeled off 5 straight goals.
Yeah, they started to find a real identity to their play, didn't they? And it was, of course, spurred by the brilliance of Mobabuli. Slava there, yeah, he can hit it with the left foot. He was the one that got the equalising goal. And I think it was January the 7th, wasn't it, when it was that heartbreaking loss. And
absolutely, and then Tavernese got the winner,
He didn't have a great night either, Slava, that night, and the goal was extremely special from about the yellow line with that amazing left foot of his. So the MetroStars will have to be careful of that. Don't give them too much time and space. An awful change there from Mississauga.
Yeah, they nearly got called, and Bo Jelovac laying it back. Shot nicely blocked by Josh Paredes. That will come back to the boards. Off the top of the boards it goes, and they will play it back for goalkeeper Andrew Coughlin, who lays it off to the side. So far it's been all Utica on the MetroStars end. MetroStars haven't scrambled though. They've stayed in formation. Aside from one bad change, there hasn't been too much danger from Utica. As we see Dero turning upfield, he gets dropped. That'll be a Mississauga free kick.
Yeah, it's been a theme of the MetroStars recently, these slow starts where they're making themselves difficult to beat. You know, I don't mind that. I think there's sometimes in first quarters and this first season that, you know, they've went for it and they've made mistakes and they've found themselves too far behind to claw it back. So it's a wise move from Phil Ayanade just to play themselves into the game, be difficult to beat in the early stages, maybe concede a bit of possession. And I think as long as they're aware at some point they're going to have to just kind of move out of that and take the game towards Utica, then it's not a bad game plan.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we've seen them fall behind a couple of times where they've gone down 2-3 goals early. And right now, but 6.5 minutes into the opening quarter, 0-0 with the first place team in the Eastern Division. I'm sure they would take that at this point. Shaq Agard, nice footwork. Back for Dero. Dero to Josh Paredes. Josh looks upfield. Decides to play it back to Josip Karen. As we've got about 8 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Mississauga MetroStars hosting Utica City FC. 0-0 here from the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Glad you can be along with us as we broadcast here from the Great White North. Damian Graham in the corner. That's intercepted. Graham can't get to it and whistled down. And it will be a free kick. Good sportsmanship by Graham as he helps his man up. That's Roberts, and he's a little bit worse for wear as we get another look at what exactly happened here. But Roberts gets chopped down.
Yeah, I think it's just the fall, Alex, isn't it? There's nothing too malicious in the free kick. It clearly was one, but Roberts just goes into the boards. Can always be pretty dangerous when you kind of landing towards the board. So he took a little bit longer to get up to his feet.
It wasn't really the actual foul, was it? It was the way he fell.
Yeah.
I think there was more, he just fell kind of awkwardly there. Good to see him up and about those. Mobabuli turns it upfield. He's got Graham on the trot on the left-hand side. He's also got Rios on the right. Didn't see him though. And Mobabuli will lay it harmlessly into the hands of Andrew Coughlin. Utica City playing the long ball up into the corner it goes. Rodriguez comes over to cover, and of course Marco Rodriguez scored what turned out to be the game winner for the MetroStars in dramatic fashion on Sunday. Beautiful goal as he cut to the middle, but in the process, as we've seen now a few times this season, popped his shoulder out again, Stephen, but back in the lineup again 5 days later. Amazing.
Yeah, he's a tough man, isn't he? He doesn't wait around. He gets back out there as soon as he can. We saw him, he just couldn't get it back into the socket. It's something that happens to Marco Rodriguez quite a few times, and his arm was down by his side, wasn't it? We saw them trying to, he was kind of pushing it against the wall near the hallway, the tunnel area, just trying to get it back in, but it was his goal that proved to be the match winner in the end. It was a crucial goal as Harrisburg managed to get one back.
Here we go, free kick for the MetroStars. It's either going to be Babuli or Rodriguez. It's Marco, shoots it just wide. Not a bad effort there by Rodriguez. Here's the new man, Jesse Assing, playing it back for Di Rosario. Mo Babuli. Nice ball for Diro. Diro in the corner now, off the glass. Good idea once again. MetroStars learning the nuances of arena soccer still. Out front, Diro nearly had it. Couldn't get a good strike on it though, but as we've seen Mississauga over the last 3 games use that boards and glass much, much better. What a big change from first few games of the season where they were so much in the middle of the field, and they had one play they were doing, Stephen, of course, the long ball into the corner.
Yeah.
That they were doing quite a lot, and teams got wise to that pretty quick, didn't they?
Yeah, it worked for maybe a week or so, and then obviously teams got wise to it, and it became a little bit too predictable. And since then, they went away from that a wee bit more, playing a bit more football. And I like this tactic, how they stay in nice and tight for the early part of the first quarter, and then you start to see them expanding. They've done a good job of that here today. They've kept Utica to pretty much 0 chances so far. Like we said, that one a little bit risky change where it was the entire side who kind of went off and left themselves a bit sparse at the back. Now it's been much better, building themselves back into the game.
Well, right now shots are 2 apiece. So, I mean, we've played 5 minutes, 15 seconds left in the opening quarter here. Not a lot of shots. Tight defensive game thus far. Diro looking for Shaq Agard, couldn't find him. Once again, Utica City will control. Off to the side, Slava looking in. Slava tries it through the legs of Alberto Harris, and Shaq will challenge for it in the corner. And he takes down his man, and no question about that. It's Domenico Vitale, who was taken down, and they were appealing for a blue card, but none was forthcoming.
Yeah, I can see what Vitale was thinking as he came inside here. He was going to get a clear shot at goal. It wasn't a bad foul for...
Bit of a bear hug, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. It was a clever foul to give away, though, because he was going to have a shot from about 7 or 8 yards.
Here we see Utica. Shot blocked. Diro follows it up. Here's Jelovac. Here's Slava in the corner, marked closely by Alberto. Juba Parisovic, Bo Jelovac, and Joey Tavernese have shredded the MetroStars this season. Here's Diro. He's got a clean break. Good job by Coughlin to come out and clear the ball out of bounds, because Diro had a clear shot at it.
Yeah, it was brilliant goalkeeping from Coughlin. I thought he was through there, Diro, but Coughlin was on his toes. He came out to it and he did the sensible thing, just cleared it to safety.
As they take a break here with 4:35 remaining in the opening quarter. We're going to take a break as well. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
If your hearing is deteriorating and you're ready to look for a solution, turn to Pro Sound Hearing Center. As a locally owned and operated family company, we care about our community, and we strive to provide the best possible hearing services.
We're very client-oriented and client-focused. I feel like that's what made us stand out and win this award today.
Thank you to the City of Mississauga, the Mississauga News, and of course our clients and everyone who voted for us.
0-0 game thus far between the MetroStars and Utica City FC. And Stephen, what are you seeing from the opening, 10.5 minutes of the game thus far?
Not a lot of action. You know, we've seen a game where two sides are just still kind of feeling each other out. I think Utica have had the best of the possession, probably playing the game exactly where they want to in the Mississauga defensive half, but after what was a pretty slow start where Mississauga looked solid, they've started to build into the match a bit more, and we're still waiting on that first goal.
And not much in terms of chances for the MetroStars at this point. Utica City is out shooting them 4-2, but again, not a ton of shots for the arena soccer game, which of course produces a ton of goals, never mind shots. So that will likely pick up. It's an absolute certainty that's going to pick up as the game goes along. So will the pace. You certainly get the feeling Utica City is feeling out the MetroStars right now, like a prize fighter waiting to deliver a punch. But here are the Stars on the run. Mo Babuli down the wing. Babuli, no help though, right into the waiting arms of Andrew Coughlin.
I don't mind that though. He's 1v1 Alex. He's got to go and take his shot. It's a difficult angle, but we saw him do good things from that kind of position before, and he elected to hit the target. For a second I thought he was going to go near side glass and try and get an angle into the box, but anytime Mo Babuli's 1v1, I like to see him be positive. He's going to beat his man more often than not.
We're coming off a game where absolutely everything was working for Mo. Here's a 3-on-1 chance for the MetroStars. Graham, Babuli, far side is Rios. Babuli in tight. Babuli cuts it, shot off just wide of the goal. Graham with the rebound. Back for Mo again, looking for another shot, it's a goal! Mo Babuli continues his smoking hot play. Opens the scoring for the MetroStars, 1-0, beautiful goal, Stephen.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he missed the first shot, Alex. He wasn't going to miss the second, was he? It was great backup play from Graham as Babuli comes in here. He just misses the target. But Graham's alive, he keeps the ball active for the MetroStars, and it comes back to the feet of Babuli, and as he cuts back inside that right-hand side, he wasn't going to miss the target again.
You see, he looked frustrated on the first miss there.
Can't believe it, can he?
He kind of shook his head and turned away like disgustedly, and the ball came right back to him.
Yeah, brilliant.
And he punched the second. So Mo Babuli, wow, what a great couple of games he's had. That will be his 14th tally on the season, leading the MetroStars with 23 points now as they open the scoring against first place Utica. And wow, just like that, I was going to say, I think they poked the sleeping bear, Stephen. That's exactly what happened. As I believe it's
Yellowback, I think it is, Alex.
Is it Bo Yellowback getting it?
Yeah.
Just Utica, they sit back, and they take their chances when they come. And he just picked his spot there. He made it look so easy, didn't he?
Outstanding finish, just to curl it into the net. Look at that, just nonchalant side netting. Adrian Bečić gets caught a little flat-footed, but disappointed to concede that goal so soon after the opener going into the lead. And that's the little lapses in concentration we talk about. Yellowback, too much quality and too much time, and he finds the corner of the net.
He just waited and waited and waited there, and then finally just picked a spot. That's the 17th goal of the season for, Yellowback, 15th goal of the season for Bo. As we've got a 1-1 game here with 2:25 left in the opening quarter of play. And the MetroStars, boy, after feeling sky high, opening the game with a goal there. Beautiful goal by Mo Babuli. Utica City hit right back, and we are 1-1. Here's Dero, marked closely as he will be all game. Dero passes it off to the corner there. Chambers held up a bit. Chambers gets it back, working hard. Nice play to get it out front. Unfortunately, it was Jesse Assing right there. He just couldn't get his foot on the ball, though, as Utica City on the break now. Poorly played, though, across the crease. Assing in the corner. Nice little back heel. Here's Luis Rocha down the wing. Dero covered closely. He's got a boot to the ankle there, and it'll be a free kick for the MetroStars.
Yeah, Bordeaux just coming in a touch late on De Rosario. Well, I think it's been a confident start from Jesse Assing. Saw a nice little back heel from him there, and here's that foul again. De Rosario just plays it really clever. He knows the challenge is coming, goes over and wins the free kick. But yeah, a confident start from Assing, Alex, hasn't it been? He's been excellent at the back there. He's got a lot of energy and plays it simple. A lovely little back heel there just to get out of danger.
LaFille's been playing him short shifts just to ease him into this, but he's looked, as you mentioned, very, very confident with the ball, very assured out there. A couple nice plays already. Looking like a nice addition to the MetroStars lineup as we see Matt Rios. Rios banking it off the boards, but just out of the way of Paredes, who ran over. And it's Nate Bordeaux off to Stephen Daru. Back to Coughlin. Vitali. Daru. Under a minute now left to play in the opening quarter. 1-1 between Utica City and the Mississauga MetroStars. Beautiful long ball in tight. Bode Jelovac. But nice save by Adrian Becic.
What a ball it was from Daru. Oh, 40, 50 yards, just pinpoint right to Jelovac.
This is trouble right here. Shot through the legs of Alberto Harris, but clears it off the line just in time. MetroStars were sleeping there, but 4 Utica players right around them with about 2 MetroStars players back. Cleared up, Daru, marked by Marco Rodriguez. Alberto Harris, Matt Rios, looking for Harris again, out of his reach though, but Rios will corral it. Alberto, Babuli, they should run out the clock here. I don't think they'll get a shot off. Rios plays it back for Babuli, and that will do it for the opening quarter of play, but encouraging stuff for the Mississauga MetroStars. They are tied 1-1 with the Eastern Division leading Utica City FC. They're taking a break, so will we. We will be back momentarily. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
At Monte Carlo Inns, we're the first to admit there's no place like home. So let us welcome you to the next best place, where guests feel like regulars, even on their first day, where you can be as productive as you like, or, if you choose, not at all. Where quality, service, and value are commitments, not rhetoric. With Toronto at arm's length and everything else within your grasp, Monte Carlo Inns is your home away from home.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bastivansky alongside TSN Soccer analyst Stephen Caldwell. Just 2 goals in the opening quarter of play. Mississauga nabs the first, Utica the second, and we'll see if we can get a look at the only scoring in the quarter so far. Here was Mo's first one.
Yeah, the opener from Mo Babili. First chance missed, much to everyone's surprise, with inside the arena here, and then the second one wasn't going to be in. A lovely play from Graham just to recycle the ball, get it back to Babili. A terrific finish, and they couldn't hold the lead for long enough.
Watch how long he holds it for here. Just waits. And
yeah.
yeah.
Is it Harris there? He should maybe go a little bit tighter. He's scared to go too tight in case there's movement to get past him. So he stands off too much, and Jelovac just has too much space, puts it past Becic into the corner of the goal. A pretty even first quarter, Alex. 2 sides that maybe didn't show a lot of attacking prowess. Let's see if we get a bit more spark in the second.
Well, against Harrisburg, of course, the first quarter was a bit of a snoozer. And then, so remember now, we've talked about this a few times with the MetroStars, that Achilles' heel has been towards the end of the second quarter, before halftime. They seem to have a slight let-up, and it happened against Harrisburg as well, where they let in 2 late goals. And the second part has been fourth quarter, holding on to those fourth quarter leads. Of course, they managed to against Harrisburg. It was a nail-biter in the end, but those have been two big things for the MetroStars. But you're right, after a fairly quiet first quarter, can we expect some fireworks in the second? Chambers into Dero, but nice defensive play.
It was a great block, wasn't it? I don't know
Darren Toby,
how much that Darren Toby knew about it, but it was a great block. Fantastic play from Chambers. That pace again to take it into a lovely area, and I thought he was going to go for goal, but pinpoint pass to Dwayne De Rosario, and that was going in the back of the net if it wasn't for Toby.
Chambers almost had it right there. Nice pass by Joseph Karen off the free kick, and Chambers just deflected it wide. But then again, that rush, that speed we have talked about and we have seen from Darren Chambers. He's a track athlete and a very good one. He is one of the quickest guys you will see out there on the soccer pitch, and he will burn you if he gets a step. If you give him an inch, the expression, he will take a mile. Certainly applies to Darren Chambers. Bordeaux laying it back as we're into the second quarter of play here between Utica City FC and the Mississauga MetroStars. 1-1 shots thus far, 7-5 for Utica City, so fairly even here. Mississauga has done a good job of keeping them in check up to this point. Low scoring game. MetroStars have looked tight defensively, but Utica City is a squad that has a ton of firepower and can explode on a moment's notice as they will start things over. Back to Coughlin. Just under 13:35 exactly left in the second quarter of play. Adrian Becic has the ball. Will look up. Damian Graham. Luis Rocha. He's got Babuli on the run here. Not had him for a moment, but Utica covered him. Harris. Josh Paredes. Matt Rios. Back for Josh Paredes. Rios, 2 goals against Harrisburg. Tremendous game. Mississauga, of course, has been missing so many key players that started the season, Stephen, and these fill-ins have just done a tremendous job, and some of them have won full-time spots in the lineup.
Yeah, they've done really well to ask on that squad. Speaking to Adrian Can, he's one of the injuries, isn't he? With a shoulder problem. I spoke to him pre-game, said it's getting better. Hopefully he'll be back soon. And missing his experience at the back comes with a great deal of experience playing for the full national team of Canada. And so they've been asked to step up and do a job in the absence of some of the more experienced people and not let themselves down. Been a number of great performances tonight. A debut again for Jesse Assing. He's been terrific so far. Shorter shifts, like you said. Harris has been good in the back areas also. And Babuli's shown some great energy. He's playing more of a midfield role, but we see him in that back area often as he gives that away. Commentators curse.
Got hammered there when he was going up for the ball, and that'll be a free kick. Adrian Becic has made some truly world-class saves, especially Baltimore. There was a series of saves he made in a row, but he's really done well between the posts, and his footwork has gotten a lot better with the ball as well over the last few weeks, where we saw him getting into trouble in last month's homestand back in January, but he's really seems to have improved his performance with the ball at his feet, Stephen.
Yeah, he has. He's more composed. He knows when to put his foot in it, where he has to just play it forward, and I think his decision making has been a bit better. No question about his shot stopping. He's been terrific at that for the entire season. But I agree with you, Alex. His distribution's been better and improving every single week.
We'll also notice the MetroStars have not been. There was one play they were doing that was driving me crazy, and I kept talking about it. This is not one of them, but a good save by Becic, where they were playing the ball across the front of the crease.
Yeah, didn't like that, did you?
Did not like that at all, and they got burned on it about 3 or 4 times. It kept on happening, and there was no reason to do it. I couldn't quite fathom why they were doing it, and they kept getting burned on, and I haven't seen them do that actually over the last few games. Dero on the corner, Dero a bit of space, shot! Nice stop by Coughlin.
Great save from Coughlin. He stands tall, doesn't go down too early. Dero elected to go high, and Coughlin was up to it.
Nice move there though by Gonzalez off to the side. See, they do play back out front. Rios getting back, they play it off him. Oh boy, it's stolen out front, but Rios, see if he can get out of trouble's way. Rodriguez will just boot it up the field. Dero goes to take it, but the speedy Darren Toby gets there first, wins that battle. Toby off to the side, but nobody in sight as Utica will change, and Rodriguez charges up. He's got a bit of space now. Calling for it is Chambers. Chambers shot! Coughlin, I thought he was outside the box there when he handled it.
I'm certain it was.
No call though. Utica City may have gotten away with one there. Not sure if we could possibly see that one again in a moment's time, but
I thought Chambers was going to back heel it, Alex, because Rodriguez made the second run, but he didn't. He went for the goal, and it did seem like it was a good yard and a half that Coughlin was outside his goal.
It's certainly seen that way. Chambers, though, again, he turned and burned it right at him. Shot on goal there by Shaq Agard.
It's a great run from him.
It was, yeah. Were you
Went
expecting
into
him
nice
to turn
area.
and shoot it that quickly, though?
I thought he was going to do a little back heel towards Rodriguez, who was, playing a given goal. But he went for goal himself, shot it really quickly, and Coughlin was out his box. I'm pretty certain about it, but he was nice and sharp as well, in fairness to the Utica goalkeeper.
A great stop regardless by Coughlin as he keeps it a 1-1 game between Mississauga and Utica City. Shots even now, 8-8. Mississauga acquitting itself very well against this Utica squad. Chambers holding off inside to Graham, and Graham just got tangled up at his feet there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. That's a big chance, and he had another one in the first quarter similar to that. It's maybe one little criticism of his game. He doesn't kind of sort his feet out quickly enough when the ball comes to him in close like that, and he'll be ruin that missed opportunity. That was a chance to get in the score sheet and put his side in the lead.
Well, I'll tell you, Mississauga has missed 3 or 4 good chances now. They could be up in this game. They should be up in this game. Mobabuli, dangerous stuff, taking in front of his own net, but manages to get through at that time. As there's Joseph Karen. Karen hasn't had as many minutes today. I think he's ailing a little bit, Stephen, but we haven't seen him out there nearly as much. That's nearly given away by Paredes. He'll just boot it up. And Utica will regroup. This Utica team, of course, first year in Utica, New York, and they have partnered with the Utica Comets of the American Hockey League. And not the first year for the franchise, though, as here's a chance in tight. Back shot just wide of the goal. See if they get a second one here. And it's Slava. So dangerous. Off to the side shot. Deflected off. Rios gets out jumped there, but back into the hands of Karen. As I was saying, Utica not a first-year team, though they played in Syracuse the last few seasons. So this is a very experienced team who knows the ins and outs of arena soccer. Sorry, Stephen, you were going to say?
I was just going to say it was a brilliant header from Graham, Alex, to go back to Becic here in a defensive area. Some good defending out here tonight from both sides.
Tavernese laying it back, bit of space here. Vitali shot on goal. Karen just knocked it away, didn't bother trying to smother it. He was in an awkward position there, sort of on his knees. Shot just deflects off a man out front. Marking Vitali closely in the corner. Of course, Marco has to be very careful the way he's been going lately. The slightest bit of contact on that shoulder seems to be knocking it out, and it's a trip to the hospital for him every time. Of course, as Coach Iannati has told us, Phil had done it over 20 times in his career. He was able to just pop it back in himself. Oh, good chance on front, back heel, but Becic's on it. But Marco Rodriguez is, unfortunately, he's not able to do it himself, so every time he does it, he has to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Not a pleasant experience. We've got approaching 6.5 minutes left now in the opening quarter. 1-1 here between Mississauga. Shaq Agard. Back for Marco Rodriguez. Marco setting things up. He's got Alberto Harris, lays it back for him. Harris, Damian Graham. Graham cut into the middle space. Graham shot just wide off the glass. Marco Rodriguez will line it up again. Marco, of course, the only player on the MetroStars who had arena soccer experience, professional experience, coming into the season playing with the Florida Tropics last year in the MASL. And his experience has been it really has been invaluable, isn't it? Never mind the big timely goals he scored. He's such a calming presence out there, isn't he?
He's been terrific. He's been an inspiration for this squad at times. Just his consistency, the way that he can play the ball forward from the back. He's a tough customer. He knows how to play this form of the game, and he's popped up with big goals at the right time. And then his bravery with that shoulder that's popped up out of its socket, at least 3 or 4 times, hasn't it? So, and he's always there the next game. He doesn't take time to recover. He just wants to be out there and help his teammates. And I think he's been a true leader in Orange this season.
Certainly has been. Utica on the attack now. Nice job off the boards there. Back to the bully. It'll be a free kick for Mississauga here.
It's a very scrappy and competitive game, isn't it, Alex? I think there's some good defending and two sides that are really desperate to stop the other team from playing. And it's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. not a lot of Gomouth action, but I'm actually enjoying it. I'm seeing some great defending out here tonight. Being the next defender, it's something I always like to focus on. I'm sure people want to see goals, but two very organised sides and two sides that are respectful of the quality of each other.
Well, it's been very controlled, hasn't it? It's been like a chess match out there. Not a lot of sloppy play for the most part. These two teams have done a very good job. Just they've been tight defensively. They've been keeping the other squad in check. And again, one of the lowest scoring games we see in arena soccer. Now keep in mind, against Harrisburg, 1-1 game at this point as well in the second quarter. They're taking a break. It's a timeout. We're going to momentarily take a breather as well. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
If your hearing is deteriorating and you're ready to look for a solution, turn to Pro Sound Hearing Center. As a locally owned and operated family company, we care about our community, and we strive to provide the best possible hearing services.
We're very client-oriented and client-focused. I feel like that's what made us stand out and win this award today.
Thank you to the City of Mississauga, the Mississauga News, and of course our clients and everyone who voted for us.
At Monte Carlo Inns, we're the first to admit there's no place like home. So let us welcome you to the next best place, where guests feel like regulars, even on their first day, where you can be as productive as you like, or, if you choose, not at all. Where quality, service, and value are commitments, not rhetoric. With Toronto at arm's length and everything else within your grasp, Monte Carlo Inns is your home away from home.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bastiavanski alongside Stephen Caldwell. We're going to get a look now at that nice save that Coughlin made a couple of minutes ago that we thought might be outside the box. So now let's see if it was, as it was Chambers who took a pass, turned and shot it really quick, and he's definitely outside, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, see if it hits his hand here. Yeah, it certainly does, doesn't it?
Certainly outside, yeah.
I think one of the referees thinks it maybe just hits his body, Alex. It's all I can think, because it's clear that he's outside the area.
Like it happened and the momentum took him outside, but yeah.
But it's definitely...
To the naked eye, we thought that on the first glance as well, but...
Yeah.
The officials are doing a great job today. We're not going to... Certainly not going to criticize them, especially not... sorry, I don't have his last name in front of me, but Norm is one of the officials today, and he's from just outside the Toronto area. Great guy, fantastic referee. Good to see more Canadians in the MASL as officials here. As we've got 4:20 left now in the second quarter of play. 1-1 between Mississauga and Utica City FC. Now against Harrisburg, as we were saying. It was 1-1 at the end of the second quarter. Shot, and there you go. Boom. Just like that. Ben Raman. This tends to be a problem with the Stars, is getting out of the second quarter of play unscathed, and it happens for a second game in a row, Stephen. 2-1 Utica.
Yeah, it's a very good goal from Utica off the boards. Played it really well, and Raman, who starts it off, just keeps his run going. It's Tavernese with a lovely little ball off the boards. Watch this for arena soccer play. Great angle. He knows that Raman's coming in with that give and go run, and he makes no mistake in front of Becic. 4 or 5 yards out, just blasts it into the net. And in fairness, a really good goal. I'm not sure a lot that the MetroStars could have done, maybe block up that central area better, but they're behind. They're going to have to shrug it off and try and find a way back in before the end of the half.
The absolute arena soccer perfection. That is a clinic on how to play the arena game. Beautiful pass off the boards, and Raman puts it in to give Utica the 2-1 lead, and this is shades of what happened against Harrisburg as well. Harrisburg also managed to get one more with under a minute left to make it 3-1 as they headed into the dressing room. The MetroStars, though, will try to regroup here and see if they can possibly knot this thing up before halftime. Lots of time left. 3 minutes, 40 seconds in the second quarter. Dero getting into trouble, and it's taken away, but Dero gets it back, falls down, no call. Paredes slides. It's going to end up, though, with Liam Callahan looking up the middle. Wide open shot. No, not yet. Shot. Nice stop by Adrian Becic. But wow. Freddie Mugin, how in the world did he get that wide open, Stephen? No one within a country mile of him.
Yeah, a lot of space. I don't know how he was there all alone, Alex. I'm wondering if it was maybe a change that allowed him to be here. Maybe we'll see in the replay. It's just a little bit behind, so we can't really tell, but lack of concentration from Mississauga. And Mugin was and all alone. It's a terrific save from Becic.
Here we see shot out front, Gonzalez, nice block. And there we go. Boom. Once again, it's Bo Yelovac. And he continues to be a nightmare for the Mississauga MetroStars, as does the second quarter in these games. Closing it out 3-1 now for Utica City. And that experience is really starting to show.
Yeah, great block. Paredes to stop Gonzaga's strike. Here's the first one. Terrific block from Paredes. He tries to get out there to Yelovac, but he can't get there in time. And it's a unstoppable shot past.
Just hammers it.
Adrian Becic, yeah. And just like that, Utica just create a little gap in the scoreline here. And the quality and confidence that this side are playing with. Mississauga are in danger of seeing this game just maybe get a little bit away from them. So Phil Ionadi's out there, moments of inspiration to try and encourage and organise his side with some instructions about what they want to do in the remaining 3:18 of the second period and first half.
Yeah, calling a timeout to calm the guys down. It has got to be so frustrating though, playing such a good game and then mental lapses and boom, within such a short period, giving up 2 goals, boom, boom, just like that. And now down 3-1, and boy, they still got 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go into the dressing room, and they're going to have to stem the tide here as Utica City has all the momentum. Shots 14-8 now by Utica. It was 8-8 at one point, so Utica's reeled off 6 in a row on the MetroStars to go along with 2 tallies this evening, pardon me, where's my head? But 3-1 for Utica City FC. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter of play here. Damian Graham in the corner, back for Rodriguez. Rodriguez shot, puts it well above the net though.
Yeah, difficult technique, bouncing around, and had to take it really early. If anybody can, it's Marco Rodriguez with sensational left foot of his, but this time it wasn't to be, and it sailed comfortably over the bar. Nice attack there. It was a good ball into Harris, and his little cushion header just couldn't find an orange shirt.
Utica City will see if they can add to their advantage, pad that lead even further, possibly make it 3 to head into the dressing room. Slava, it's blocked by Luis Rocha, goes into the crowd, and Slava will play it back in as they will set things up. Vitali off to the wing. Inside they go. Shadow Graham dropped Alex Hallis, and that will be a free kick. This will be dangerous stuff. Utica looking to possibly add a 4th tally here. Let's see who takes it, and if they just try to slam it home. Off to the side though. Yelovac, marked by Rocha. Yelovac, so cool, calm, and composed out there. Never seems to sweat even. Raman back to Yelovac. Yelovac shrugs off Rocha. There's a significant size difference between those two. Such a physically imposing figure, Yelovac too, isn't he? Just a big boy.
He's got a bit of Vinny Dantas about him, isn't he? A guy that we saw in here recently who was absolutely brilliant, got a hat-trick. Yelovac has 2 goals so far in the evening, so you wouldn't bet against him, Garrett. But big character, strong, physically imposing, but also with a lovely, deft, soft touch and a vision really suited to major arena soccer.
So we see another look at the foul. Just 2 guys getting tangled up as Graham gets mixed up with Logan Roberts. Logan limping a little bit as he goes off there. Hopefully nothing too bad. Utica on the attack once again, off the boards, wide open as Becic. There was a yawning cage to hit at, but Utica couldn't get onto the ball. Minute 40 left now as you see the MetroStars faithful encouraging the crowd, trying to get them going once again as the wind has been taken out of their sails somewhat here with 2 quick goals by Utica City FC after Mississauga did so well to hold them in check and even control the play at times here in the first half. Nice play by Joey Tavernese. Utica mostly keeping the ball in the MetroStars end. The field has been tilted towards Mississauga's goal over the last few minutes now of the second quarter.
Yeah, Mississauga getting a little bit deep again, a tendency to do that recently, and then it's difficult to break out of that deep defensive third. So it takes somebody with a bit of confidence to just go a little bit man for man, press a touch higher, change the complexion of the match.
Nice steal there by Jesse Aston, who continues to look excellent in his MetroStars debut. Babuli trying to do it all himself. Here's Beretta's shot just over top of the net. Back for Assange.
Went for power, didn't he? He should have maybe went for placement, Alex. Hit the target. That was a big chance.
Paredes back for Asting, who's looked excellent so far. Asting down the wing, off the boards. That's a veteran play, but unfortunately he just couldn't corral it, and Utica's got some numbers now. 2-on-1 if they can get it across to Hallis. Getting back in time is Chambers, though, with that speed, and he shrugs his man off. Little back heel back for Paredes. He'll lay it to Becic. Babuli looks up at the clock. 20 seconds remaining now in the second quarter of play. Mississauga will see if they can possibly get one to pull it within a single goal, but that is not going to happen as Utica turns it back up, and Giroux on the left side here. Giroux looking out front. He's got Slava's shot. Oh, just wide. Chambers better shoot it. Not going to get it off. 3-1 Utica City at the end of the first half of play. Mississauga won't be entirely unhappy with their performance, but unfortunately a slight lapse at the end led to 2 Utica goals. We're going to be in the zone in just a moment, so stick around, and we'll be right back. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
If your hearing is deteriorating and you're ready to look for a solution, turn to Pro Sound Hearing Center. As a locally owned and operated family company, we care about our community, and we strive to provide the best possible hearing services.
We're very client-oriented and client-focused. I feel like that's what made us stand out and win this award today.
Thank you to the City of Mississauga, the Mississauga News, and of course our clients and everyone who voted for us.
At Monte Carlo Inns, we're the first to admit there's no place like home. So let us welcome you to the next best place, where guests feel like regulars, even on their first day, where you can be as productive as you like, or, if you choose, not at all. Where quality, service, and value are commitments, not rhetoric. With Toronto at arm's length and everything else within your grasp, Monte Carlo Inns is your home away from home.
Welcome to the MSL Plays of the Week. Here's the best of the action from Week 12.
Everybody get up, everybody get up, everybody get down. Everybody dance to the rhythm. We're gonna ride in the rhythm. Everybody dance to the rhythm tonight. Everybody get up, everybody get up.
Hey everybody, welcome into the zone. Alex Bastiavansky alongside Stephen Caldwell and Bobby Arushis. We take a look back now what happened in the first half of play. And guys, they were holding tight with them. They were doing a great job for the most part. And then a trend that seems to be happening over and over towards the end of the first half. Either they let up or a little bit, or it's a mental lapse or something. But again, same cases against Harrisburg. They let in 2 late goals.
Well, it is a trend, and it's something that they need to focus on. To give up the tying goal 20 seconds after they take the lead is very disheartening, and it's something that they have to focus on. You know, and the other team wants to come back right away, and unfortunately, Mississauga gave them that little gap, and they took advantage.
Yeah, they weren't playing bad though, were they, Stephen? They were actually up until that point playing a fairly good game.
I think it's actually quite a tactical game. You can see some of the movements now. There's not the usual, quality of attacks, but I think that's down to the defending and the way the tactics of this game is going, Bob. It's just the little moments, isn't it? You play against a team with the experience of Utica, and you see the MetroStars just switch off at major moments, and then they find themselves 2 goals behind.
Well, I like the way Utica matches up man-on-man defensively. They're very aggressive, and they don't allow a lot of space for the MetroStars to find that a 2-on-1, 3-on-2 opportunity and get some quality shots on goal. And they're aggressive, and then when they get the ball, they're very, very dangerous.
Let's take a look at the first goal of the game, and it was the MetroStars getting on the board first. Mo Babuli, once again, what a great couple of games he's had.
Yeah, we said it in the broadcast, Alex, didn't we? We were so surprised he missed that first shot, and I think Graham plays a really smart part in this goal. He's alive, he's alert. It's a brilliant touch, Bob, isn't it?
Yes.
And then it falls back to Babuli, and the second time he wasn't going to make any mistake.
I mean, Mo's strength is just his ability to hold the ball and look for these opportunities. He did very well there, and credit to Graham for allowing him the space to have a second chance.
Well, as you guys mentioned, they immediately came back and scored. It was Yelovach who got the first goal of the game. He just took his time, picked the corner. We're going to actually look at the second Utica goal, though, here. This is the one that gave them the lead. Or we're going to look at the first,
goal.
Pardon me.
Yeah, Yelovach with a nice finish. I think Harris has to press that a little bit more, Bob, doesn't he?
He does.
He's unsure about whether to go and press. That's a communication thing. Maybe when his teammates can tell him, you give the pressure, I'll give the cover. But as he stands off a player of Yelovach's quality, he's going to put it in the back of the net.
I thought he was the best player on the pitch in the first half. Very strong, big guy, and holding his man off, and scored 2 goals. So quite a contribution.
Yep.
Yelovach, Tavernese, Juba Perisovic, can't believe I said it right, but I got it. Slava Juba
Well
Perisovic got it. Have been shredding the MetroStars since they've been playing them all 3 games now. But let's take a look at another Utica goal here. And again, guys, just before the end of the second quarter.
Terrific goal. Raman that time plays a lovely little give and go. And Tavernese's part in this is absolutely terrific. This is arena soccer, Bob. You know it better than me, but to play it off the boards like that, he knows it's going into a dangerous area. Raman understands what his teammate's going to do, and there he is, and it's a simple finish.
It's just perfectly executed, Stephen. And, I mean, you can always defend, but in this particular play, you've got to get credit to the Utica play there and the give and go and the sharp pass against the boards. Very difficult to defend that goal.
Guys, what do the MetroStars have to do in the second half? Of course, we saw a great rally against Harrisburg. With all due respect to the Heat, this is an entirely different level of team. Or Utica City leading the Eastern Division. What do the MetroStars have to do in the second half? What's the game plan?
Well, I think, they'll have to try and create more attack. And by doing that, it means you need to take some chances at the back. Go a little bit more man for man. You mentioned it, Bob. Utica are terrific at going man for man. MetroStars need that cover, and then they get stuck in their area. I'd like to see them be a wee bit more aggressive with the press and try and play the game a bit higher up.
I would just caution them not to try and get it too soon, Stephen. And go all out and risk going too soon and maybe get another one in the back, and then it really becomes difficult.
Yeah, Utica City has just been, as we mentioned, just a tremendous team in the MASL so far this year. One of the top teams in the entire league. First place in the East, but the MetroStars, for the most part, did an excellent job of hanging with them in the first half of play. We'll see how it goes in the second. For Stephen Caldwell and Bobby Arushi, I'm Alex Bastiavansky. We'll see you after the game.
If your hearing is deteriorating and you're ready to look for a solution, turn to Pro Sound Hearing Center. As a locally owned and operated family company, we care about our community, and we strive to provide the best possible hearing services.
We're very client-oriented and client-focused. I feel like that's what made us stand out and win this award today.
Thank you to the City of Mississauga, the Mississauga News, and of course our clients and everyone who voted for us.
At Monte Carlo Inns, we're the first to admit there's no place like home. So let us welcome you to the next best place, where guests feel like regulars, even on their first day, where you can be as productive as you like, or, if you choose, not at all. Where quality, service, and value are commitments, not rhetoric. With Toronto at arm's length and everything else within your grasp, Monte Carlo Inns is your home away from home.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bastiavanti alongside Stephen Caldwell. 3-1 Utica City FC over the MetroStars. Stephen, Dwayne De Rosario made his return today after missing a few games due to injury. What have you thought about the way he's played on the pitch today?
I mean, usual kind of effort from Dero. You expect that. I think he's looked a little bit rusty. You can see he's been off for a few weeks and he's battling away, but you know his touch has not been as secured as we normally expect. Here we see him being tripped. He has been fouled a number of times, I think maybe 3 or 4 times, and maybe that's affected him getting into his rhythm. But the first half will have helped him, Alex. He'll be more prepared to go into the second half. This is his one real chance. It was a great save from Coughlin. Stood up tall when you just felt Dero was going to put the ball into the back of the net, and I think he's going to be better in the second half.
Well, Dero, of course, I would say he's marked probably closer than any other player the MetroStars have, and very physically as well seems to be the trend. But of course, Dwayne De Rosario, the Canadian soccer legend, that's to be expected. First half stats, shots 15-8 by Utica over Mississauga. Just testament to how they pulled away in the end there, as the shots at one point were 8-8, but over the last few minutes, boy oh boy, the Utica City just really took it to the MetroStars. Of course, Mississauga is fully in this thing. They're only down by 2 goals. We saw against Harrisburg on Sunday. They came back from that. They've also come back against Utica before, when these two teams played back in January, where Mississauga led with 48 seconds left, and Utica City notched 2 goals within a 20-second span to break the hearts of the Stars and all the fans here. But 3-1 lead right now for Utica City, very much within Mississauga's, within striking distance, but they're going to have to keep this very, very dangerous Utica City squad in check. Giveaway right here. This is trouble. Nice play by Becic. As he comes out, he got caught in no man's land, Stephen, and luckily didn't get burned there.
Yeah, no man's land outside his box, can't use his hands, and comes away with an absolutely brilliant tackle at the most important time. That was a situation that you just felt was going to be a 4th goal for Utica, and the long legs of Becic just coming to the rescue.
Well, a goal within the first minutes of the 3rd quarter of play is the last thing Mississauga wants, as they see Shaq Agard stealing. Shaq Agard looking for Dero, but a sliding play there by the Utica defender. Vitali to get it back up. Chambers works off the boards with it. Back for Becic. Becic's coming out further and further from his goal now, and he has been over the last little bit. And oh, nice play out front. Beautiful pass by Dwayne. You see his reaction there as Shaq Agard just missed it.
Yeah, he knows that could have, should have been a goal. It was just brilliant ball off the boards, perfect angle. Agard maybe caught in his heels, possibly doing him a disservice there. He just can't quite get there. And such a shame. It would have been a terrific goal from Mississauga.
It was beautifully banked by Dwayne. Just a gorgeous angle there. But yeah, Shaq just couldn't get a toe on it, and that's really all it would have taken, was just a little pinky toe even, and it would have been deflected into the back of the net. Alas, not to be. Vital shot. Nice block by Rios. Here's Mo Babuli on the run. 2 Utica players on him. 3 of them now. No help. Dwayne's on the far side, but Mo nearly makes it work once again. How many times, Stephen, have we seen him turn a nothing into a something?
He's so elusive, isn't he? When he starts going down that line, you just think, where's he going? How's he going to get a shot away? But his strength and speed and ability to just get a left or a right foot towards it, it's just incredible. I love the positivity. Could easily have turned round and stepped back there, but he just kept going and going. And you have to say it was a pretty smart save from Coughlin to get down low to his left-hand side.
A lot more difficult than I thought it was going to have to be. Of course, we saw the same play against Harrisburg on Sunday. Mo 1-on-4, managed to bank it off the keeper, get it back. Damian Graham was there to finish, so I'm never going to write off Mo Babuli again, I swear. When I say there's nothing there, he seems to create something out of thin air. Very, very dangerous. Played in for Rios. Just over his head, though. Graham, left-footed, calling for a deflection, but not getting the call, and it will be Utica City ball.
Yeah, good play from Graham, though. He's better when he's instinctive, isn't he? When he just reads the situation, he meets that well. And we see it again. The run from Babuli. just positive, driving forward. Slava tries to get back, and then it's that poke with the outside of the right foot, stabs it towards the goal, and Coughlin's there. He's up to it to save it and tap it to safety, to palm it out to safety, Alex.
Very nice save by Coughlin, and just a moment ago, very good chance for Utica City as the ball got deflected over, and now it's going to be a free kick for Utica City. Dangerous territory here as Mississauga sets up the wall. They lay it off to the side. Oh, the fake, and it's in! Through the legs of Becic. That was an absolutely gorgeous dummy by Utica City, and it's Liam Callahan putting it in. 4-1 UCFC.
Oh, terrific dummy by Slava Gonzaga. This is one off the training ground. Slava just steps over it. You think he's going to hit it with his wonderful left foot, and instead leaves it to his teammate with a pretty good left foot himself. Callahan into the back of the net through the legs of Becic, and just like that they've opened up a 3-goal lead, 4-1 to the advantage. And the way this side play with the composure that they have, it's going to be a mountain for the MetroStars to come back and get the victory here tonight now.
Froze everybody there, including Becic. It looked like it was somewhat awkward the way he was trying to save it, I think, because he wasn't expecting it to go through the legs. None of us were. Beautiful dummy by UCFC. And MetroStars certainly have their work cut out for them. They did at 2 goals, and they certainly do at 3 now, trying to catch up. Back into the hands of Becic now, looking for Marco Rodriguez. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. The good news for the MetroStars, tons of time left. The bad news, 3 goals against Utica City is a mighty tall order as we see a steal by Nate Bordeaux. Steal almost by Shaq Agard. Played out by Coughlin. Here's Chambers. Back for Marco Rodriguez. Marco. Shot through the legs, deflected though, nothing doing. Played off to the side. Utica City will turn it up. Far side. See what they do here. One-on-one with the new guy, Jesse Assing. Great play by Jesse there to keep Utica in check. That was Bojelovic. Petrera now. Missed Slava, but picked up by Utica City. Back for Petrera. Marked by Rocha. Slava off to the wing. Tavanesi. Agard. Assing, but it's immediately taken away by Utica City. They are swarming the MetroStars right now, not giving them any space to operate at all. Shot off the glass. Rocha. At least they get it past midfield. Rios in pursuit here. That'll give them a breather and a chance to change, which is sorely needed.
Yeah.
As Utica kept them pinned in there.
Sorry, Alex. An easy thing to say. They need to try and get up the field, but they certainly do. They're getting pinned in here by what is a very, very impressive tactical side. The way that they move the ball, the control that they have on the match is really something to watch from Utica City. Brilliant arena soccer, played to the best. Some of their movements and some of the way that they kind of play the ball around is very impressive, and they're so solid defensively as well that it's difficult to then break on them and try and move the ball up the field.
Now, is Mississauga doing something that they were not doing in the first quarter, for example, where they played Utica so well, or is Utica simply adapted and they've taken things to another level here?
I think it's the second, Alex. Utica have taken it to another level. They just ramp up the tempo and the pace at the right times, and it's not an easy thing to deal with because, like I said, they pen you back. There's some great movements in the forward areas. Tavanesi's been terrific tonight. Jelovac as well, obviously, with his goals, but his movement also, his ability to stretch the play. And then if and when Mississauga win the ball back, there's nowhere to go because of their spacing and the way that they're man for man. Bobby mentioned it in the halftime piece where they're just so impressive man for man.
Chambers down the wing, but that's stolen away. You know what this kind of feels like, Stephen, is the way Utica City has been when the ball is in Mississauga's end. The Milwaukee game back on January 5th that they got spanked by the Wave 8-2, and Milwaukee just didn't give them any space to operate. It was like a full court press the entire time when the ball was in the Mississauga end, and it's starting to feel that way now over the last, quarter and a half.
Yeah, it's important that the MetroStars don't get too disheartened though, Alex. They're playing against a quality side and they're still in this game. In arena soccer, it's not crazy to think that 3 goals can be, brought back pretty quickly. So just stay in it, don't get too disheartened, fight and scrap, and hopefully the momentum of the game will change for the team in orange and they'll start to get a little bit of a joy in attacking areas.
As we see Josip Karen back on the field, we have not seen a lot of him today. Like many MetroStars, nursing an injury, an undisclosed injury, but I mean they're walking wounded out there. There's a lot of guys who are playing right now. I mean, obviously Marco Rodriguez is an obvious one who keeps popping his shoulder out, but you know, there's no question this is a team that's got a lot of ailments right now, showing a lot of heart just to be out there. Your Slava shot just wide. Paredes in traffic. Here's Dwayne. He's got Rios on the trot, but he elects not to. Holds on to it. Back for Josip. And boy, Josip looks very ginger out there, doesn't he? He's really very, very tender in the way that he's running and the way he's standing. Shot. Beautiful
Brilliant
goal. Luis Rocha. Top shelf. Past Coughlin. Exactly what the MetroStars needed. And it's 4-2 for Utica City. Mississauga back on track.
Yeah, fantastic from Rocha. Cuts inside. Maybe there's a touch of deflection. It's hard to see from that first replay. We'll maybe see it better here. Yes, I think it comes off Gonzaga's backside and into the net. Coughlin's diving to his left-hand side. Can't possibly get back to that, but big moment. I just said it's about resilience. Stay in the game. Just get through what was a very tough period for Mississauga. And they managed to do that. They've got a goal and they're back in the match.
4-2 for Utica City. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
If your hearing is deteriorating and you're ready to look for a solution, turn to Pro Sound Hearing Center. As a locally owned and operated family company, we care about our community, and we strive to provide the best possible hearing services.
We're very client-oriented and client-focused. I feel like that's what made us stand out and win this award today.
Thank you to the City of Mississauga, the Mississauga News, and of course our clients and everyone who voted for us.
Welcome back to MetroStars Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bastiavansky alongside Stephen Caldwell as the MetroStars have now cut the deficit in half. It's 4-2 for UCFC, but new life here for the MetroStars. Slight deflection there. They'll take it any way they can get it, though, as long as it's in the back of the net, Stephen.
Yeah, they took some good opportunities to get the ball towards net tonight, and I think that's critical. You can't score a goal if you don't take the shot, and it was Luis Rocha coming inside, strikes the ball. Gonzaga with a bit of a turn in the back. His coach will be disappointed with that, but it comes off him and deflects into the net. And what a very important time of the game. I think the next goal is critically important. Don't want to give Utica that 3-goal advantage again. If Mississauga can get it, it's game on for the team in orange, looking for the second home victory in a row.
Oh boy, bad giveaway. Shot off the crossbar. Second chance. Oh, again missed. Utica City. So many good chances there to put it home. Two could have gone in. No dice though, and here's Babuli. Geez, a comedy of errors right now. Babuli's shot. Nice stop by Coughlin. But Utica City right on the doorstep there. And it all started with just a brutal giveaway by the MetroStars. They've got to watch that.
Yeah, it was a debutant, Jesse Essing, who gave it away. He's barely put a foot wrong tonight. First mistake he made was just such a bad giveaway. 2v1 situation. Should have put the ball in the back of the net. They couldn't do it. And then MetroStars coming right up the other end. Essing not allowing that mistake to affect him. He's driving forward. Gets it to Babuli and a great strike that Coughlin fingertips. Here's the giveaway. You can see the anguish on his face. Little flick by Jelovac. What a miss that was. Callahan there that just missed the header. Don't know how he didn't put it in the back of the net.
Marco shot right on goal, save off the free kick. And now it's Babuli in for Matt Rios. Out front, Stiro right there, but just gobbled up by Coughlin. But really encouraging stuff from Mississauga, who's looked a lot better over the last few minutes. Stiro waits for it. Babuli thought about it. Tries to control, just swarmed by Utica players. Does great to end up with the ball there.
Good energy from MetroStars now though, Alex. They're really driving the pace here. Playing the kind of style of game that suits them.
Back for Alberto Harris. He'll get it to Paredes. Shots right now, 18-12 for Utica City. So Mississauga has managed to close that gap a bit. And they've closed the gap by 1 on the scoreboard as they've notched 1 goal here in the third quarter to get it up to 4-2. It's a foul. It's going to be Utica City ball to play back in, and Coughlin is having a little tete-a-tete with Di Rosario, trying to get some space. Roberts now covered by Rocha, the man who scored the second Mississauga goal. Took a slight deflection, but that is going to go for and against you all season long, so you got to take it when you can. Rocha, Paredes, Dero scores! D-R! How about that? Making his return to the lineup, and did you expect anything else? The Canadian soccer legend of beauty, and makes it 4-3 now for UCFC.
Well, the right place at the right time. Just falls to him. He's not going to make a mistake from there. Blasts it into the net. Paredes with the initial strike. Blocked on the line by Slava, and it drops to Di Rosario's feet. Not had the impact he would have liked in this match. He's right back in it, and he's brought his side back into it also with their third goal. Now 1 goal deficit. Tremendous from the MetroStars. Have been excellent for 2 or 3 minutes there, Alex. Really up to tempo and played their style of match and asked questions of Utica, and they couldn't find any answers.
And now this is starting to have a somewhat similar feel to the Harrisburg game on Sunday.
Yep.
Down by 4-1 going into the second half. They came back to tie and eventually win that game. As we see Chambers getting dropped, and it is whistled down, but MetroStars now trying to pull the same trick as they did last Sunday, albeit against a team that's far above them in the standings. Utica City FC, a true MASL powerhouse. Mississauga looking good so far though in this third quarter of play. Josip Karen, very close to being stolen there by Bordeaux. Rodriguez will lay it back for Becic, back to Marco. Keep playing give and go. Big boot upfield, that'll go into the corner. Off the glass. Damian Graham marking his man closely. He's on Toby there. Graham on Toby, and a giveaway. But they whistled down. Got a little excited there because it came to Chambers out front. But
yeah, great save, wasn't it?
It was a great save.
It didn't matter. The foul was given against Damian Graham. I don't think it was the right decision, Alex. He was pressurising Toby, but I thought he was doing it fairly, and Toby coughed up the ball right towards Chambers. Coughlin was there to save it. The referee spared Toby's blushes.
So it's Utica City ball here at midfield. 2:35 left in the third quarter of play. Babuli gets it for Rios. He's got Graham on the left side. Let's see if he gets it to him. Graham collects. Marked closely by Gonzalez. Pardon me, Gonzaga. Got to make sure I get that one right. Back for Gonzaga. Utica back for Coughlin. As we hear the MetroStars supporters group in the background making noise, getting this crowd back into it again, but they've had a lot of help from the play of the MetroStars, looking a lot better over the last few minutes, and that is going to be whistled down again. And a bit of slap and tickle here between Rodriguez and Vital as they're voicing their displeasure towards each other, but the end result is going to be a free kick for Utica City here.
Yeah, a bit of pushing between Rodriguez and Vitali. The referee deciding not to do anything about it. Graham was unfortunate again. he felt he got a piece of the ball on the initial free kick, and then, like I said, Vitaly and Rodriguez getting into it, a little bit of a pushing match. Thankfully that's all stopped now. It's been a game that's been played with the right tone. We want that to continue.
Slava just over top of the net. We've seen him put it in from that spot before this year a few times. Karen along the boards, puts it out. It'll be Utica City ball once again. 1:50 remaining in the third quarter of play. Mississauga has whittled down that Utica lead to down to 1. They've got 2 in the third quarter of play. A single tally now will knot things up against this powerful Utica squad, but this is dangerous. Slava Jupaparisovic. No, looks like it might be Gonzaga instead. Let's see who takes it here. Maybe it will be Slava. Back for Gonzaga, shot just wide of the goal, deflected. Utica lays it right back though to Di Rosario. He's got Babuli, and Babuli looks back at Dwayne and says, "What are you doing? I was wide open."
He's right. Di Rosario should have tried to find Babuli, just a simple little pass into the gap. Well, it happens, mistakes happen. Good pressure there from Diro to force Coughlin to kick it out. Babuli was really disappointed that his teammate didn't slip him in there and put him through and goal all alone with just a keeper to beat.
I think Dwayne just kind of turned and gave it a good smack there. I don't think he glanced up, because he would have seen Babuli charge. He was in the clear there up the middle.
Looking towards the goals. He knew that Coughlin was out his crease, and great chance here.
Off the wall, deflects back. Marco Rodriguez will play it all the way back to Adrian Becic, as we've got now 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. A single goal separating these two squads. You're watching MetroStars Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bastiavansky alongside Stephen Caldwell. We've got a great one here between these two Eastern Division rivals. Lots of collisions, no whistle though. Paredes shot on goal. Stopped by Coughlin. Babuli, good job to intercept though. Rodriguez feeds him back. Babuli covered. Rodriguez, bit of space on the left side for Paredes here. Here he goes. Paredes looking to the middle, all the way across the field for Rios off the glass, looking for Diro. Doesn't quite work. Nice sequence there by the MetroStars though, as they work the ball very well.
Yeah, really good stuff to move the ball.
Oh boy. Slava in tight. Becic! Beautiful play by the keeper to get down and rob Mr. Pardon me, not you, pardon me, Yelovich. Keep confusing the two with their similar stature.
Yeah, tries to drag it past Adrian Becic, but another great leg save from Becic. So 2 terrific moments with his legs tonight. That one was critical. When you think a player of Yelovic's quality is just going to drag it and put it in the net. Here's Graham.
Shot just wide. MetroStars, yeah, but Yelovich and Jupaparisovic, every time they get that ball, they are so dangerous. And here's Utica City on the attack as the time expires. Shot was after the buzzer there. Very encouraging stuff for the Mississauga MetroStars, though, as they have whittled this Utica City lead down to a single goal. 4-3 after 45 minutes of play. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
If your hearing is deteriorating and you're ready to look for a solution, turn to Pro Sound Hearing Center. As a locally owned and operated family company, we care about our community, and we strive to provide the best possible hearing services.
We're very client-oriented and client-focused. I feel like that's what made us stand out and win this award today.
Thank you to the City of Mississauga, the Mississauga News, and of course our clients and everyone who voted for us.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. 4-3 right now for Utica City as Mississauga has cut into what was once a 3-goal deficit, and Dwayne De Rosario making his return, as we talked about, Stephen, getting his legs back, and he scored a necessary goal there, a nice goal, one you would expect from a man the stature of Dero to get as he put it home up front, and there's an example of really nice try for Shaq Agard.
Yeah, it was a better quarter from De Rosario. I mentioned that at the end of half time, that maybe the rust of the first half where he had missed some action was there to see, would have been worthwhile as he goes into the second, and he gets his goal, right place at the right time, great finish. The one across the box to Agard was terrific also, and a much better quarter for him, and hopefully he can push his side, wearing the armband along with Babuli, push his side to victory here in the fourth.
The player of Dwayne's stature is not going to miss those from in tight. He is absolutely clinical. That is his 8th goal on the campaign. Just great job by Dero, seeing him back in the lineup as MetroStars trailing by just the goal now as we enter the last 15 minutes of regulation play. Josh Paredes. He's got Jesse Assing to his right side. Thought about it, no. He played over for Damian Graham. Graham on the wing, marked closely. Oh, it's stolen there, nearly. Paredes getting back just in time, though. And it's going to be whistled down. It looked like a knee-to-knee collision there with the Utica player getting the worst of it.
He's given a foul to Utica. I don't know if that was the right decision.
I thought that was 50-50.
Yeah, I thought Paredes was extremely strong. It was not a great giveaway from him, but then the strength just to block the challenge and prevent Boudreau from going forward towards goal.
Oh, wow, what a great play. Off the boards and in. That is a killer for Mississauga. Wonderful play by Utica City as they continue just to educate in the ins and outs of arena soccer. 5-3 UCFC now.
Tavernese there with a just exceptional header. Gonzaga in off the boards, it comes back. Look at that for athleticism and vision and creativity from Tavernese. Just terrific movement and network to just flick it in past Becic with a head. Brilliant header.
Well, you heard the surprise in my voice there. I wasn't even expecting that. And to be honest, he was surrounded by MetroStars players. That's an unfortunate goal to give up for Mississauga.
Yeah, I can't tell if it was actually a set play, Alex, or if it was just real opportunism from Tavernese, because just so nice to watch, wasn't it? If it was a set play, it was just amazing. Gonzaga in towards the boards. I think maybe just fortuitously, but all down to Tavernese and the way that he just finds space. He's been really, really good tonight for the leaders, Utica City.
Well, it was an absolutely perfect bounce that it took off the boards as we see Utica City turning it back up once again right into the feet of Luis Rocha, though. Rocha's got a man behind him, has to be careful, gets it to Marco. Marco in midfield, he gets stripped. And it's Yelovach off to the side there. Hallis. Marco's on him. Hallis crosses back over midfield once again. Chambers all over Roberts, pulls him down, and they are going to whistle that down. Definitely, he was all over him like a cheap suit there. Certainly the right call by the official.
Yeah, he tried to step in front and win the ball with Roberts. Roberts just rolls Chambers there, and all he can do is pull him back. Smart move to give away a free kick there, because Roberts would have been through in goal and having a shot towards Becic.
Chambers does grab it this time, though. Looking upfield, using his hand to hold off his man. Dero tried to back flick it to him, but Utica City will intercept. Hallis has it once again. Hallis in the corner to Tavernese, back for Hallis. Marked by Chambers, to the middle now. Off to the side, let's see what they do with this, as it's Theroux. Thought about Bordeaux, didn't do it. Theroux, pardon me, to the middle. Back for Coughlin. 12 minutes, 45 seconds remaining now as Dero finds Marco. Here's a break for Marco Rodriguez. Shot! Oh, what a great save. Coughlin getting down on it just in time. And there he punches away the second chance. Wonderful goalkeeping by Coughlin.
Yeah, terrific from Coughlin. Rodriguez with that left foot, it was certain he was going to put it in the back of the net. Coughlin was the one guy that never gave up on that play. Great save, but big chance for the MetroStars. Set up by Di Rosario. Rodriguez found himself the furthest man forward. We don't see that very often.
Quick change there as Graham hopped right on and took it. Graham turning his man inside out. Graham, nice defensive work, but it'll come back for Paredes. Tries to get a one-timer off, but Bordeaux intercepts to Yelovac. Yelovac with Harris on him. Puts it back for Gonzaga. Shots right now, 22-19 for Utica City, so Mississauga has even that gap significantly. Here's Gonzaga, he's dropped, and that will be a whistle. As
Blue
it's
card coming here, yep.
On Rocha, as he was certainly in a scoring position, and Rocha will sit for 2 minutes. Here's another look.
Yeah, it was a terrific ball to Gonzaga. It might have been Ben Ramin with a terrific pass. The weight of it was great, and it just enticed Rios to come in and try and win it. And then once Gonzaga got in that other side, Luis Rocha had no choice but to pull them back, and it creates a power play for this very impressive Utica City side. And you have to feel, even though there's still 11:46 left on the clock, if Utica City score from this power play and create a 3-goal advantage with the experience that they have, they're not going to let that slip.
No, Mississauga has got to kill this off to the side. Yelovac off the glass. And power play, Utica is clicking 46% this power play. Very, very efficient. And they will try to add one more and up that percentage a few points by getting a 6-goal. Yelovac shot right through the legs of Becic. A bit of a muffin there. Knows he should have had that one. And Utica City does what you feared they might, Stephen. They double up their lead, up 6-3 now on the MetroStars.
Yeah, MetroStars will be absolutely furious with the way they conceded that goal, because it wasn't particularly great, quick football from Utica. They were just kind of moving it slow near the top of the yellow line. And all of a sudden it comes to the main man, Yelovac. He gets his hat-trick, strikes it towards the net of Becic. Becic will be disappointed. He should have saved it down low, and just trickles through his hands, through his legs into the net.
Well, we'll take another look at it when we get back in just a moment. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
If your hearing is deteriorating and you're ready to look for a solution, turn to Pro Sound Hearing Center. As a locally owned and operated family company, we care about our community, and we strive to provide the best possible hearing services.
We're very client-oriented and client-focused. I feel like that's what made us stand out and win this award today.
Thank you to the City of Mississauga, the Mississauga News, and of course our clients and everyone who voted for us.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bashivansky alongside TSN soccer analyst Stephen Caldwell. And Mississauga, after looking very promising at the start of the fourth quarter, unfortunately have dug themselves a deeper hole here as they are now down by 3 against the first place Eastern Division leading Utica City FC. What can Mississauga do here in the fourth to get things going against Stephen? I know that's a very generic question, but really, what can they do?
Well, I mean, it's not an insurmountable challenge to come back from a 3-goal deficit. It's just extremely hard against the leaders in Utica City and the way they've played tonight. So I think it's all about momentum, Alex, isn't it? The next goal is critically important. Try and get it early and create some momentum, some energy in the building, and some pace and urgency to the attack. Easier said than done against this very impressive man-for-man defence. Here's a chance.
Graham right in front. Nice stop though by Coughlin.
Yeah, brilliant again. He's been great all night, hasn't he? Oh, there's going to be uproar here. Gonzaga goes over. Rodriguez incensed that the decision was given.
Fans are up in arms about that one as well. They sure don't like it. But it will be Utica City ball. So, yeah, this is not following the script like it did in the Harrisburg game where MetroStars went down 4-1 and, of course, scored 5 unanswered goals. Utica City has answered right back, right out front. Beautiful little back heel, though, just over top of the net. Betcha just pushed outside the box, so we're not going to get a whistle on that. Graham, they need some more help, though. He's got Rios. He needs to wait for reinforcements. He's got Karen on the left side. Gets it to him. Josep Karen back for Marco Rodriguez. Under 10 minutes now remaining in the fourth quarter of play. 6-3 for Utica City. Graham back for Rios. Rios 2 goals against Harrisburg on Sunday. Mobabuli. Mo lines it up. Marked by Petrera. Off to the corner. Alberto Harris off the glass. Graham in close. Graham just can't get a good boot on it though. Back for Mo. Mississauga will obviously be pressing a lot over these 9 minutes and change remaining in the game. As in the box, Rios gets dropped. No whistle. He is still down on the ground as the ball's played out, and the MetroStars and the fans obviously not liking the couple of what they feel are missed calls. And we'll see if we can get another look at what exactly happened to Rios here, but it sure looked like he got chopped down for where we're standing, Stephen.
Yeah, here we see it again. Babili with a shot. Nice and deep. I don't know if there's a lot in that, is there, Alex?
Yeah, no, not
tough
sure.
in that replay, maybe.
Yeah. Unless he stepped on him from behind, perhaps, with his cleats. But I mean, it's you couldn't really.
It didn't look like a foul, did it?
No. Nope. As we've got under 9 minutes remaining now, Utica City, 6-3 lead, looking for more here, trying to pad their lead further, and that is an own goal by Alberto Harris. Boy, when it rains, it pours. Oh, off the left foot of Alberto. Boy, meant well, but the end result was devastating. Another goal for UCFC, 7-3 now.
Yeah, not a great goal to give away. Robertson too much space, found by Vitali, and he tries to put it across the goal, and there's not really anybody near Harris. Jelovac is really staying out the area. He's on the far post, and Harris can't move his feet quickly enough. He just outstretches the left leg and directs it into his own net. Horrible moment for the Mississauga MetroStars defender, and just like that, they're 7-3 down.
Oh, disheartening stuff for the Stars, who came so close, and we thought that perhaps another comeback could be in the cards. Now there are still 8.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened, but it is going to be a very difficult path back for the Stars, especially with every call seeming to go against them here, as once again it's going to be Utica City ball.
Well, that was the right call. There was a little tug in the shot from Agard on Daru, and then I think maybe when he eventually went down it was a little bit soft, but the first call could have been given. The referee was allowing advantage to play. There's a blue card there. It's going to be a power play for the MetroStars. They must score in this power play if they're going to find any way back into the match.
And this is sorely needed for the MetroStars, as they would love to pot one here, get a quick one back, pull it to within 3, and see what you can do with that. Power play this season, and a yellow card now for Callahan, who just can't keep his mouth shut, keeps talking to the official, and he will sit for even longer, but it'll only be a 2 minutes of advantage on the pitch for the MetroStars, despite the fact that Callahan will sit a bit longer. But the MetroStars power play, as we say, not nearly as efficient as Utica City's, 26%.
Yeah.
And that is something they have worked on to raise in training. That was a key thing that they looked at earlier in the season when they were, boy oh boy, they were way, way down in terms of power play percentage. They've got it up to 26%, but certainly a number that could still use some improvement.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They have to score in this power play if they've got any chance of mounting a comeback. Yellow card given because of chatting back from Callahan.
And Slava's the man who's going to...
5 minute power play.
5 minutes, wow. Excellent opportunity for the MetroStars, and they've got Utica Parisovic in the box actually helping to serve this. So it's one of the key players for Utica City sitting down here. 4 goals for the MetroStars to make up, but if ever you're going to do it, this is it. And of course, yep, you've got Rocha coming on. I thought they were putting him on as the MetroStars need someone on. There we go. Okay, so there's the 6th. And Rocha, the MetroStars letting it all hang out here. 6th attacker up with over 8 minutes remaining in this game, but down by 4 goals. A 5-minute power play to work with. Now is the time. If they are going to make this happen, they need one, and they need it quick to get things going. Rocha intercepted. Dero trying to fight to get it back there, but can't quite do it. And Babuli will grab it at midfield, turn it back up. There's over 30 seconds have gone in this Mississauga power play now. Marco back for Mo Babuli, for Rodriguez. Shot in tight. Graham tried to get a boot on it just to deflect it. Couldn't quite do it though. Mo grabs it once again. He's the general. He'll set things up. Off to the side. Dero. Will he play it back to Mo? Yes, he will. Mo look for Rodriguez. Thought better of it. Back to Dero, and that's given away. And it's Yelovach on the charge there, but Mississauga is able to get there just in time. And Mo will start things over once again. What do you think of their formation here on the power play thus far, Stephen?
Well, the power play kill from Utica has been excellent so far because there's been no opportunities, but just moving it a little bit slow, aren't they? They've got to move the ball quicker. Mississauga, just move it from side to side, stretch this defence. It's too easy to get central for Utica and to just protect that important middle area of the box. As they're going to go to a timeout, I think taken by Phil Ionadi.
Phil's going to take time. We're going to take a quick break as well. Utica City leading the MetroStars 7-3 at the moment. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
At Monte Carlo Inns, we're the first to admit there's no place like home. So let us welcome you to the next best place, where guests feel like regulars, even on their first day, where you can be as productive as you like, or, if you choose, not at all. Where quality, service, and value are commitments, not rhetoric. With Toronto at arm's length and everything else within your grasp, Monte Carlo Inns is your home away from home.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bashabansky alongside Stephen Caldwell, and Utica City just poured it on over the last few minutes, Stephen, and now they've got a 4-goal advantage. And we're going to take a look now at 3 of the goals they scored, including that beautiful, I think that was a set play?
Yeah, I think Gonzaga tries to play it off the boards now. I'm not sure he expects it to go into the head of Tavernese, but that's all down to
beautiful timing.
You know, the vision of Tavernese and the quality to do that. It's a disappointing one from Becic's point of view. Yelovach just sweeps it into the net, but we normally see Adrian Becic so reliable, to make the save there. And a disappointing one for Harris at the back post. Robert squares it across, and Yelovach is hanging out on the far side. There's no real pressure on Harris there. Outstretched left leg, diverts it into his own net, and that's really what's taking the game away from the MetroStars after they fought so gallantly to get back in. 4-3 down. Before you know it, goals 5, 6 and 7 from Utica City. Just takes it away, doesn't it?
It's the old adage, it's a game of inches, and it really does apply. I mean, it's unfortunate if Harris doesn't lets that ball go by. If Betches just gets his legs closed there or his hands down, just 2 goals that really you hardly ever see happen to a keeper of Betch's stature, and to a player like Harris, that's just bad luck. It's unfortunate, but take those 2 away and you got a 5-3 game, and the MetroStars are still within striking distance. But unfortunately, it's a 4-goal lead right now for Utica City, and MetroStars are going to have to take a lot of chances down the stretch here to try to make up that difference. They still are on a power play right now. 3:39 remaining on the infraction to Liam Callahan. And we've also got Slava Yupa. See, I should have just called him Slava. Can't get it done.
You're doing it great as well.
Ubi Paripovic. And in the box as well for another 39 seconds here. So the MetroStars just really, really good opportunity to try to at least claw one back here. As we see Chambers getting dropped there. I'm entirely sure of the significance, but
this is a blue card moment.
Oh, that's the blue card. There we go.
We're trying to work out why the yellow card came out.
Right.
Callahan's walking over with the original blue card. I think it was him.
So was the original blue card to Slava?
Maybe
and
for the challenge, yeah.
For the challenge, and then
someone was saved by Callahan, yeah.
Callahan went over and argued, and then he ended up getting a 5. That's what it was. So I think we've worked it out here, but it's now down to just 24 seconds, 22, 21 on the power play for Mississauga. No goals to show for it yet. Babuli,
that's right.
Big shot, but no dice. And it looks like Mississauga is going to let a golden opportunity pass them by here, as with only 2 seconds left on the power play, unless they get something in the next second here. But Babuli, shot, nice block. And Utica City has killed off that long power play. And here's a chance as Slava's on the charge. Mo getting back just in time, nicely done. As he will lay it off for Luis Rocha as he crosses midfield. As we now have 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. MetroStars down by 4 to the Eastern Division leading Utica City FC. Rocha to Rios. Nice pass to Diro. Diro puts it up into the stratosphere. Into the netting it goes. Just a reminder, the MASL now has a podcast. Join host Craig Elstead as he talks to players, officials, and coaches from across the league. It takes you behind the scenes of the MASL. Check out maslsoccer.com to listen to past episodes and subscribe to the official MASL podcast. Chambers on the run here. Shot. Oh, really nice save by Coglan. Once again, Coughlin he's had a tremendous game, hasn't he?
He's been terrific. He can get down low. He can save the higher ones as well. His agility in that goal has been terrific. Particularly 2 low saves that I can think of. One down to his left-hand side and that one there to the right.
There's
another one again. He's just so hard to beat. Rodriguez, when he was, 7 or 8 yards out.
That was by far the best chance they had in this quarter.
Yeah.
Rodriguez from in tight there. Rocha flicking it back to himself. Paredes shot on goal right into the knees, it looked like, of Coughlin there as he once again stands tall. Great game by the keeper Coughlin off to the side. Here's Rocha. What does he do? Rocha!
Save again.
Bit of fancy footwork there, went with the left. But Coughlin, solid as a rock. So we've got under 5 minutes remaining now in the fourth quarter of play. UCFC, 4-goal advantage. Here's Rocha. Had room, closed up very, very quickly though by Vittoria Petrera. And into the hands of Coughlin. Mississauga, interestingly enough, now outshooting Utica City, 26-24. Utica much more efficient with their conversion rate. Of course, you'd expect Mississauga to start getting quite a few more shots with that long power play and also needing a goal over the last few minutes here.
Yeah, I don't think that's been the problem tonight, having shots at goal. They've not been shy to attempt and to make Coughlin work. And we just mentioned how well Coughlin's played. It's just the efficiency, like you said, of Utica. Moments like that, you feel like that's the difference between the sides, where Di Rosario just can't quite control it in time.
Babuli marked closely by Yelovac, dangerous, but he gets it to Paredes. Josh looking up, but he's got Yelovac right on him, and they will whistle that down. Quickly taken by Josh. Chambers cut into the middle. Chambers, Marco, shot, and it's in! Marco Rodriguez! Nice goal by Mr. Marco. He cuts the deficit to 7-3. Still a lot of work to do for the MetroStars. But, 7-4. 3-goal deficit now with 3:33 left, Stephen.
Yeah, a mistake from Coughlin. He's singing his praises, but probably should have saved that one. In fairness, it was at close range, but once he gets a hand to it, he'll be disappointed he couldn't keep it out. Rodriguez playing higher up than we normally see him. Again, nice shot. Wasn't going to make a mistake, and he's going to make the 3:33 pretty interesting at the end of this match here. Can the Mississauga MetroStars get something going here in the way back into the game?
Well, hold on to your hats. It's going to be an exciting finish. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV.
At Monte Carlo Inns, we're the first to admit there's no place like home. So let us welcome you to the next best place, where guests feel like regulars, even on their first day, where you can be as productive as you like, or, if you choose, not at all. Where quality, service, and value are commitments, not rhetoric. With Toronto at arm's length and everything else within your grasp, Monte Carlo Inns is your home away from home.
Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Alex Bastiavansky alongside Stephen Caldwell as the MetroStars have made things interesting here down the stretch. A goal by Marco Rodriguez with 3:33 left in the fourth quarter to pull them back within 3 scores, Stephen. A lot of work to do here down the stretch, though, if they're going to even it up.
Yeah, a lot of work and highly unlikely against the league leaders, Utica City, but a chance, an opportunity, something created out of nothing when it seemed like the game was just going to drift away from the MetroStars. Rodriguez gives them some hope, and they're going to need a quick goal if they can really get the pressure up here. But Bully's still on as that extra attacker. Of course, he can hand it in his own box, but that allows them to potentially keep the pressure on Utica.
As we see the Sauga City supporters group getting the crowd up on their feet and into it with the Viking clap, and they're pumped and ready to go. As Mississauga will have to let it all hang out over the last 3:33 here against Utica City, trying to come back. They came back from, of course, that 3-goal deficit against Harrisburg on Sunday. They're staring at a 3-goal deficit right here, but with a lot less time to work with against Utica. Babuli outside the box. Oh, bad giveaway. But he'll scramble back. Utica trying to, oh, great save by Mo Babuli on Joey Tavernese. Sign him up. Jeez.
It's a
great goalkeeping.
Well.
Back the other way. Stars on the attack. D-Roll would love to have that one back as he flicks it over top of the net and into the netting, though. But great stop by Mo Babuli at the other end. Jeez. Under 3 minutes remaining now. Utica trying to get it across midfield, and they do. Toby looking inside. Oh, Yelovach tried a fancy little back heel there. Couldn't quite get it to go, though. Still a 3-goal difference. 2:35 remaining now. Mississauga will have to start pressing and taking some chances here. They can't allow Utica just to waste time like this. They need goals, and they need them now. Not a lot of time remaining to make up this difference. Slava gets it back once again for Petrera. Marked by Graham. Far side. Yelovach. Rodriguez intercepts. Back though to Coughlin. Just over 2 minutes remaining now. This is not going to help Mississauga. They need to do something about it, and nearly do. Can D-Row get to it? D-Row does. He's taken down. That will be a blue card as D-Row nearly got to that ball, and Coughlin had no other choice really but to cut his legs out from under him, Stephen.
Yeah, very cynical foul to make, but really a smart tactical foul from Coughlin, because D-Row was going to put this into back of net. He's putting a bit of pressure by his defender's back pass, and his touch is not accurate enough. And he just slides in Rosario, and the blue card comes out inevitably, but probably, well, certainly well worth it with the situation that D-Row was in to put it into an empty net. And now, again, another power play basically for the remainder of the match. Mississauga have to score really quickly to have any chance.
Rios inside to Graham. Graham back to Babuli. Mo shoots, blocked, D-row in tight. Can't do anything about it though, Utica. Turning it back upfield now. Yelovac, the bully will come out to challenge him. Yelovac tries to bank it off, but it's going to go in as it's knocked home. I believe it's Raman.
Yeah, it's Raman.
That got it to go. Yelovac, just a nice, didn't try to do too much with it, just a nice little bank off the boards there to the waiting man, who was Raman. That is by design.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing,
Yeah.
didn't he, Alex? Just knows it's going to go into a lovely area. And Raman again scored that terrific goal. I think it was maybe in the second period. Again, with a positive run, senses what might happen and what his teammate is potentially going to do, and there he is to tap it into the net for his second of the match. And I think at this point, fair to say, he takes the game away from Mississauga. Decent effort there in the fourth quarter, but it's going to be too little, too late.
Well, they had the slimmest of slim chances there when they got that power play, but certainly out of reach now at 8-4. See if they get a fifth, though, just to end things on a positive note here. They just might. Oh, and tight was Matt Rios. Skied it over top of the net, though.
Got to be a goal, isn't it?
Well, they've had a few of those, haven't they, where they've
Yeah.
been in tight. It's either been a fantastic stop by Coughlin or legs getting tied up together where they couldn't quite get a good foot on it. But Mississauga has certainly had their chances in this contest where the score could be entirely different in this matchup. And against a team like Utica City, you got to make those chances count. Rios and tight again, looking for Graham. Graham headed, oh boy, almost knocked in there by their own player, Domenico Vitale. No dice though. Mississauga, as mentioned, is out shooting Utica 30-26. They have had the chances, good chances, and they just haven't quite been able to get it to go, as they are going to call a timeout here with 55.6 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play. We're going to take a quick break here watching Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Welcome back to Mississauga MetroStars Arena Soccer on MASL TV. Stephen Caldwell alongside myself, Alex Bastiavansky, and Mo Babuli. Boy, coming through in the clutch there. He's wearing the black jersey as a sixth attacker, but comes up with a fantastic save and goal here.
Yeah, he's a bit of a goalie as well. Tavernese just thinks he has to just flick it goalwards towards the back post. He's done the outfield player, but there's Babuli stretching to his left-hand side. Great save. He starts an attack.
Look at how easy Jupa Parisevic made that look, though. Just sort of took his time, turned, little backheel pass across the field. Just cool, calm, and collected. As we are into the last minute of play now, Utica City up 8-4 on the MetroStars. Utica looking like they will continue to solidify their lead on top of the Eastern Division against, another beautiful chance by Paredes in Titus Rocha. Rodriguez shot off the post. Two more beautiful chances for the MetroStars from in tight, but Paredes really should have had that one, just missed.
Yeah, story of the night, wasn't it? You know,
Yeah.
Paredes has to put it in the back of the net. You're playing against the leaders and you've got to be clinical, and they've just not quite been clinical enough.
Trying at the side there, no dice as we go under 10 seconds now. About to wrap things up here. Babuli, maybe chance for one last shot. He will try his luck. Babuli with the strike one more time. Turned away by Coughlin, the story of the game, as Babuli frustratingly punches the ball away after the buzzer sounds. But 8-4 for UCFC, your final today from the Paramount Fine Food Center. Stephen, just they stuck with them for a good portion of the first half, let it get away at the end of the second quarter, and then had a bit of work to do in the second half, but it was just a bit of a mountain to climb, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a mountain to climb, and it wasn't a bad night from Mississauga. I think they did a lot of things good. They had a great deal of shots that came across an inspired goalkeeper in Coughlin. And really, I think the class just showed a little bit. They're playing against the side at the top of the division, 11 victories, 4 defeats, now 12 victories, of course. And just a bit more quality on the evening. They shouldn't be too disheartened. They were toe-to-toe for large periods of the match. Missed some chances maybe when they could have been more clinical. And all in all, it's always disappointing to come away with a defeat. But like I said, some decent work tonight from Mississauga and things that they can build on.
Nikki Jeffrey is on the field, and she has a couple players she's going to talk to. So we'll let her take it, and then we'll finish off up here in just a moment.
Assist from you tonight, and your team maintains first in the East. It was tied there at 1-1 for a little bit in the first quarter there, but then your team came ahead with a big win tonight. What did you like from your team overall tonight?
I think we played pretty decent. We relaxed for a second and let Mississauga to catch up to us. As long as we stay disciplined and do what we're supposed to do, we're going to win games. We just can't relax and let other teams come back in the games. Mississauga did a good job, but we're happy with a good win. Excellent performance from you tonight. Thanks for speaking with me. Thank you. All right, and now I'm here with Captain Dwayne Di Rosario. Dwayne, welcome back, your first game back. Obviously not the result that you wanted tonight, but now your team is heading on the road. What do you think that you're going to work on for this road trip and then finish out the season strong, hopefully?
Well, I mean, it would be nice to get a road win. You know, obviously disappointed about tonight's game, but, you know, still lots to learn. There's always positives and a lot of negatives, but it's all a part of learning the game and just trying to improve every game.
Definitely. I mean, Utica's first in the East. You guys held strong there for a while at 1-1. What did you like about tonight? Maybe in the first quarter there, it was a good performance in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, there's no secret why they're number one. You know, they finished their chances. They're good with the ball. The goalie is very comfortable with the ball. Made some fantastic stops tonight. Some great saves, and you know, he kept them in the game. They punished us on our mistakes, and we weren't able to punish them on their mistakes. But you know, so again, like I said, it's learning. The most important thing is, I think, the first half. You know, we knocked the ball. Our changes was good. We were playing with a lot of confidence, and of course, you know, we gotta be able to manage when we go down and keep our heads up and stay in the game, because a lot of times when we score, we give up an easy goal, and we can't keep doing that to ourselves.
Thanks for speaking with me. Good luck on the road. All right, I'll send it back to you guys upstairs.
As you see D-Row heading off the field there. Disappointing for the MetroStars, unfortunately, falling by an 8-4 count. Once again, though, we'll get to their performance in a moment, but Mobile Bully, another great game for him. He had that tremendous game against Harrisburg where he really put the whole team on his back and carried them. And another good game today, Stephen.
Yeah, he was at the centre of everything good from the MetroStars, but Bully, I don't think he quite had the scintillating last quarter that he had in the previous match against Harrisburg, but his work rate, his industry, his ability to defend and attack was there to be seen. He can dribble with the ball, he can do just about everything, and that's why we expect so much from him in an orange shirt, and he has so much potential to be an outstanding player at this level. I thought he was terrific. Leadership again, one of his best runs of the night. This was a great save from Coughlin.
Almost making something out of nothing.
Yeah, a
again
bit of a battle
there.
between him and the goalkeeper, wasn't
Yeah,
it? And
it was.
In fairness to Coughlin, he won it in the night, and lo and behold, he can even make saves as he dives to his left-hand side there with a good stop.
Yeah, big game for him. 1 goal on the day, 1 point. Harrisburg, geez, that was a huge game. 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points as mentioned, where he really turned things around for them. Overall for the MetroStars today, though, I don't think, as you mentioned as well, I agree with you, I don't think they're going to be entirely disappointed with this. Yeah, they didn't get a win. They would have liked to have been a bit closer, but they kept it close most of the way. A couple of unfortunate bounces that went the wrong way that ended up pulling Utica away in the end, though, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a disappointing game because they didn't play too bad. They just came across a side who were just that little bit better, and then you know when you're going to get your chances against the Utica or flying high, you got to take them. That was a big moment of the match where they went
Scoring
into the
right
lead,
back.
yeah, but Bully
Yeah.
gets the first goal, puts them into the lead, coming off the victory before, and then to allow Yelovich that kind of space in the box is not great, you know, and he put it into back of net. But some of the movement, here's a
I
great
love that
goal.
play.
Yeah, it was terrific, wasn't it?
It's arena soccer personified right there, and those are the little nuances we've mentioned. The MetroStars are learning, but Utica City can do it at the drop of a hat, can't they? They just know it so well, those plays, and we saw them on a few times in this game. Just play the bank off the boards back, just perfectly placed. Yelovach is a beast, jeez.
Yeah, just smart arena soccer, wasn't it? This is a great goal as well. Little dummy from Slava,
yeah.
and then Callahan, who took that long penalty in the fourth quarter, just puts that into the back of the net, and just quick shots, made it difficult for Becic to get set. Another lovely one for Tavernese. And some of these goals are just true arena soccer goals, aren't they, Alex? It's just the movement, the sort of anticipation is there from a number of players in blue and white tonight. And in fairness, they were the better side. Becic were a bit of a mistake there, but they were the better side. They deserved their victory, and the MetroStars shouldn't be too disheartened by that. They're still learning at this form of the game. I don't think it was all bad things out there tonight. There's many positives, and they've just got to get ready and take it on in the next match.
It's looking at some of those Utica City goals. It's interesting, though, because you can see it's almost like the MetroStars are completely surprised that there's a player standing there when the ball comes off the boards. It's like they're not entirely expecting it. They look surprised, whereas Utica City, of course, have practiced this a million times and in game scenarios as well. But overall for Mississauga, they got the win against Harrisburg to get their third of the season. Unfortunate tonight, but they lose against a very, very good Utica City squad. Overall, a lot of fun this homestand. The next home game for the MetroStars Sunday, March 2nd against the Baltimore Blast. Another good one. For my partner, Stephen Caldwell, I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.